Pull.
Pull. Wait. Much better. See the difference? It's fairly consistent and we're getting the right sort of... Pull!
That's better.
Oh, to be successful at English sporting shooting. That's something all of us bangers would like to be.
Don't let it beat your gun.
As a discipline, it offers the greatest variety of targets, requiring
Straight at
therefore the greatest amount of shooting information to be taken on board. However, we shall be showing how useful the skeet range can be to the sporting shooter, as skeet, through repetition, improves gun swing and follow through. Today, we join my prediction of a future world champion, Carl Bloxham, and performance enhancement specialist, Phil Coley.
That's all right, keep moving with it.
We're going to spend no time at all covering safety, guns, shells, discipline.
We're going
to assume that you, the shooter, have these vital elements, particularly safety, well and truly stored. A safe shot becomes a good shot, protecting not only all those around him, but himself or herself with the same careful attention to ears, eyes and limbs. The most appropriate gun is the sporting shotgun, double-barreled, usually over and under. Chokes are not as tight as trap shooting. Barrels are a tad shorter. Shells, 1 ounce load of 7.5. Maybe a little bigger and a bit more load for the higher drives. Get on a pattern plate at some stage and establish where your gun kills and also the width of your shot patterns at various ranges. When all that's sorted out, you can get stuck into the various disciplines themselves. Let's join Carl and Phil on a typical coaching day and see what useful drops we can squeeze out of them.
I feel like a thorn between two roses, and I know which of the roses needs trimming down a bit. I'm quite sure that despite his technical abilities, one of the reasons Carl Bloxham hits more targets than most of us is because he's about a foot closer. But before we get on to Carl and the technical stuff, Phil, what's the successful shooting scheme all about?
It really is about giving people a chance to access coaching at an affordable price, but one which is very professionally run. We're now running a lot of days across the country, and it's very important that people can get both the mental side and the technical side to their sport, but also with a very much a professional planning towards their shooting.
Right, I imagine you're here obviously to deal with the mental side and the sports science. Carl, what do you bring to the equation?
Well, I've got a great knowledge of all sporting targets out in the field. Well, hopefully I can give some of this knowledge to some of the pupils.
All right. Do you find transmitting the knowledge an easy thing to do for a successful shooter, or is that something you've had to learn in addition to shooting as well? In other words, how I get your brain into my head?
Yeah, I find it quite easy. There's a lot of people with a lot of different ideas, but I can get through to most people.
Yeah, all right, okay. What's different about this scheme then, Phil, from any of the others?
Well, as I said, I mean, really with the scheme, it is professionally run. Yeah. And we did really a prototype for 2 years with Browning Guns, with their Top Gun scheme, which was primarily for the Olympic disciplines, such as Olympic trap, Olympic skeet. But now we've really opened it up for the domestic disciplines. So it does give people a chance to go through and actually achieve their own goals, achieve what they want to do, but with the backup of like Carl or myself or a lot of the other top coaches that we use as well, because it is important that people can say that they have got professional coaching, so when they go to any competitions, be it a small club shoot or a top international shoot as we do have in this country, it's important they have the confidence in the backup and what they've learnt and how they've gone forward, and that is the key to this, is that they do have backup.
All right, well, that's enough of the chit chat. Let's go and have a look at the disciplines themselves.
The teal is a very common target, seen generally as a high springing target, rising sharply. It is important to have a gun-down approach to this discipline. Keep the gun in line with or just below your chest. Then you can focus through the gun. In the waiting position, the barrels will be just below your kill point at the 2/3 mark.
Nicely shot. Same again then.
As you mount, the gun must be in close relationship to the bird, hence the 2/3 mark. The gun is neither behind or on the target. It is in the vicinity of the target. Your pickup point is the quarter-way up point. When you see the target, mount on and through the bird, and then shoot at your killing point.
Just up onto it.
Keep the gun barrel under the target, then move up through to the visualized target point. Watch the barrel position in relation to the target.
Just at the last, you're just flicking your
To
gun
shoot
over
this
the top.
discipline successfully,
When it
you
goes up
must
the top,
have
you're gonna
confidence
shoot
in your
at it.
technique.
Okay?
Okay.
Concentrate on a good gun mount.
Okay. Just come up and shoot straight at it.
Make sure you practice from a slightly gun-down position. This will help your reaction time
Nice
and
and
also
steady then.
your
And
overall
again.
killing points.
Okay. And again then, David. Nice weight position.
Pull!
Watch the line of the bird. The bird doing a little bit different each time. Okay. So watch what you're doing with the target. Okay. Up on its flight line.
Pull!
Just a bit. Better. Nice and steady.
The driven target is a
Keep coming
common
with it.
sporting discipline.
Nicely done.
In its most straightforward form, it will come straight at you. Also, it can quarter away, slightly to the left or to the right.
That's it then.
It can be released from either a tower or a ground trap.
Ho!
It's very similar to the teal, with the gun down position once again adopted, giving you valuable time. Beware, many clays are affected by wind and trap movement, so be prepared for targets not following what you would call a true line. In the gun down position, you can clearly see through the gun to the targets in full flight. It is important to adjust your gun mount in relation to the speed of the target. Remember, your eyes move at the correct speed with the target. Trust your eyes.
And again then, just up on line a bit, that's better.
Pull!
Now just through it, nicely done.
I had to close one eye, did.
You did?
Yeah, because I think this eye's taken over a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you do this on skeet or anywhere else?
Not usually, it's just...
No, well, keep both eyes open then, all right?
Okay.
Because at this range, it wouldn't make much difference at all.
Okay.
Okay. Wait through it for the gun.
Pull!
It just comes straight through. Nicely done. Was that with both eyes open?
Yeah.
And again then. Same weight position. That's it. Wait till you're ready.
Pull!
Same again then.
When you see the driven target, move the gun to your forward killing point,
Okay.
keep the gun moving and pull the
Underneath
trigger.
the second bird. Ready?
Don't forget to keep your head on the stock.
Okay. Now watch
And,
your line.
as with the
You're not
teal,
trying to look
have
down the side of
confidence
them barrels,
in your
are
killing
you?
point.
When you put the gun up, you look straight through and you should see that trap. You pulled off line.
Right,
Okay. And again then. Just up on line a bit, that's better.
Pull!
Now just through it. Nicely done.
Okay.
Can you see it coming through your barrels when you wait for it? You're not just looking for it to appear above your barrels. Can you see it entering onto your barrels?
Well, I'm underneath it and going up to it.
You are. Well, try, with the gun unloaded,
Yeah.
close up the gun for us, please. Now, wait in a wait position as you're doing. Now then, is that directly on line of that bird, or is it like that a bit more?
That's directly.
Okay,
on
now see through your barrels. Now, don't move on this bird, but call for it to watch it come up through your barrels. Call.
Pull.
Now, could you see that come up through your barrels?
Yeah.
Now then, so this time you're going to get it just that bit quicker and you can see it entering up through your barrels, okay?
Yep.
Same weight position. That's it, wait till you're ready.
Pull.
Just come through. Yeah, but watch when you mounting the gun, you're dipping the front down to come through it. When you bring that gun up, let that left arm control the gun.
This arm.
That's it. The gun that handles the barrel. The hand there, now you just pull straight through.
Okay.
Right. Don't go later with that left arm. Bring it up with the target.
Pull.
Now bring it up with the target. Ah, but there, see that your hand was working with the other one. You snatch straight through. Be steadier. You've got plenty of time. Just place your shot in front of the target.
Okay.
Don't throw it in front. And again. Look through your barrels. Wait for it to come.
Pull.
Now, pull through now. Nicely done. Same on the first bird, but don't get
The
your head
quartering
too high on the
target
stock.
is regarded as medium
Down a
to
bit with your
fast.
face.
It will be
That's
seen
it.
left to right, or,
Go.
obviously,
Now just a bit.
right to left.
Better.
Sometimes it will be visible only just above the contour of the land.
Over the top there again. Just
There should be very little difference with this target,
great break.
be it
Well
left to right or the
that's good.
famous
I mean,
right
that's
to
the
left.
reason why we do have the gun in that
The
position.
gun waiting
You have the gun
position
ready
needs
for
to
the
be
position,
very
you see the
near
target,
your
you pull
killing
straight
point.
Okay, push the gun out a little bit. Good.
Pull.
Okay, that's all right. Just watch your gun mount. Okay, that's why you've got to have the gun away from being underneath the shoulder. Okay, very important. You do push the gun out. Okay, push the gun out. Okay, there we go. That's nice.
Pull.
Okay, just slightly over the top of that one. Okay, remember, see the target. Be confident to go to where your kill point is.
Okay.
Okay, that's the very important part of this. Push the gun forward.
Pull.
Okay. Right, just actually slow yourself down onto the target. Okay, have the gun in that ready position to kill the target where your killing point is. Okay, and just actually lean a little bit into the target.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine, lean in a little bit. Okay, gun up a little bit more, okay? You can in English sporting come a little bit more up, that's fine.
Pull.
Much better, okay? Much nicer kill there.
Yeah.
It's a good break.
Okay, and again.
Make sure you have the gun out of the shoulder while you are waiting.
Wait, watch them come through the barrel.
Raise the head slightly above the stock.
Go. Now just
Always try to see the target for the full amount
You've
of
got to have it
time.
clear in the mind when you go on to shoot your second
With your head
bird.
raised off the
It is
stock,
going from left to
you
right.
will
You're
see
gonna
the
have to
target
practice
move,
something like that in
enabling
front.
you to
So when you
mount
get your
onto
gun
your
there,
killing point,
just do it.
moving the
Stop to
gun
think
in
about it.
line with the target.
Same on the first bird. Right, wait position, looking through your barrels.
Pull.
Go. Now to the right. That's better, but you're just going slightly low. That bird is, when you're getting to it, it's his still slightly rising. So give it the same lead, but a little bit higher on the line.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Pull.
Go. Over the top.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you just, when you was missing, you was only missing a little bit below. You wasn't missing much, and as high as you've gone, you missed above it now. So not quite so much above.
Okay.
Same on the first bird, but don't get your head too high off the stock. Just a bit. Down a bit with your face. That's it.
Pull.
Go. Now just a bit. Better.
Again, all we're trying to do is limit the gun speed and the motion. Okay, push forward. Okay, to there. Fine. And again.
Pull.
Just slightly over the top. Okay, just slow your gun movement down.
Okay.
Okay, just remember your keywords. Okay. Smooth and kill. Push the gun forward.
Pull.
Good. That's much nicer. It's so important to make sure you have the gun nearer the shoulder, particularly on a quick bird like that.
Pull.
Just over the top there again. Just watch the gun mount.
I rushed it again.
Nice and easy, nice and relaxed.
Pull.
Okay, that's really nice. You're going to your kill point with confidence. And that's the most important part of this, is to make sure you always go to your kill point with confidence.
Every crosser is different, so it is very important to remember the basics. Find a suitable pickup point and mount your gun while moving with the target. Follow through and fire. Always look for a closer area to shoot the target in. This will sometimes mean you need to shoot quickly. Visualize your killing point and remember to shoot crossers smoothly, as a smooth swing dictates a smooth, precise shot.
Okay.
Right, Ken, with the crossing target, it's going to be very important that you do follow it through. Okay, a lot of people do slip into the trap of actually moving the gun too far back to where the clay is going to come from. Okay, it's very important that you have your pickup point correct and also your killing point correct. With many crossing targets, obviously, as they cross, they're also dropping at the same time. Some obviously drop, you know, a lot quicker than others do, and obviously we know that. So very important, what I want you to do, I want you to actually dry mount on the target first. So if you just close your gun up for me. Okay, that's fine. And with your position now, okay, with the crossing target coming from there from us, okay, on our left side, very important that your gun barrels are there. Know where your killing point is in front of you. Okay, but also make sure your eyes look back to the trap house. Okay, with your gun barrels, again, you know, bring them out from underneath the shoulder. Okay, so you have one clear movement of mounting. Okay, so what we're going to do, as I say, we're going to dry mount through the target. Okay, when you're ready, call pull. Pull. Right, move through, bang. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, now we've established the pickup point, where your eyes are going to focus and where your killing point is. Okay, if you'd like to put a cartridge in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and let's close the gun up and let's go through the sequence. Okay, so again, get yourself set, put your gun forward. Okay, ready, look to the trap house. Through we go. Go through. Okay, that's good.
The crosser can also be seen as a close target, similar to a skeet target, or a faraway target between trees. To establish a lead picture, whether you shoot the target with a smoke trail or a maintained lead, you must put in a substantial amount of practice.
You didn't keep your gun moving, you stopped your gun. Have another pair, but make certain the gun is still moving as you're pulling the trigger. Pull.
It is important to gauge how your gun shoots by using the pattern plate.
Move it steady, that's better. Okay.
This is because it's essential to have a clear view of a crossing target.
Have a clear view of the barrels underneath.
These three keywords will help you focus on the crossing target.
Push the gun out.
See, smooth,
Move through the target.
swing.
Good. Much better. Okay, we just need again to get the gun movement with the front arm. Okay, remember the front arm does a lot of work for us. Okay, particularly on these crossing targets. Through we go. Okay, that's excellent.
The incomer is a tricky target because of its deceptive speed. To shoot it well, you need to be aware of the simple fundamentals of this particular discipline.
Pull.
Keep your gun well in the shoulder and let your eyes drift back to the flight line of the
Place
bird.
your shot in front.
As you need lead for a dropping target, the gun barrels should always be underneath the target.
You're the one you was too rushed on.
Eyesight is very, very important in relation to this target, and the more practice you get actually shooting this target, the better you'll become.
And there you can shoot quick without being rushed.
Yeah.
Go on, we'll have another couple or three more shots. Same again. That's it, nice and steady.
Pull.
Place your shot in front, nicely done.
The incomer can be seen to come from the left or the right. The main problem with this target for the majority of shooters is the time it is in the air. It tends to hang for a considerable amount of time, causing shooters to doubt their kill point. Try to prepare yourself by focusing on your kill point, and from the moment you see the target, use the words waiting, waiting, go. Those automatic traps are smooth, aren't they, Phil?
Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Pull.
The back foot still there a bit. Smooth action.
Pull. Do like dusting grouse.
Oh, the best way, isn't it?
Pull.
Still a little nervy.
Pairs now, yeah?
Yep.
Pull.
Never got back for the second. False sense of security again.
Pull.
Just losing some of the smoothness.
Good.
I had to stop.
Go back a little bit for it. So watch you don't do that. Same again, but dropping your barrels closer into the trap. That's better.
Pull!
Move with it. That's very good.
The overhead is a common target, shot in skeet, sporting and white gold disciplines. It is shot by a form of maintained lead, with the gun slightly off the shoulder, allowing your head to be raised slightly off the stock. As the target is shot from overhead, you need your gun barrel in front of the target.
Well back for the bird. Here it comes now. But what you're doing, you're seeing it, you think you're awfully rushed. You see it, then you're really going down with the gun. You're hardly going to do anything with it. When you see it, you're going to shoot just the front edge of it.
Okay.
So nice and steady. Same again then, but just be a bit steadier. That'll be fine. That's okay. Okay.
Pull.
Look well up. Just the front edge. Front edge. There. That's more like it.
Make sure your eyes are looking upwards, slightly off the stock, remember, with the gun at the killing point. When you see the target, mount the gun to the killing point and shoot.
Too much back with your body.
As the gun is virtually mounted, you can move the gun with the target and go downwards underneath it, yet still shoot at it with your eyes. Confusing, eh? A good gun fit is very important, as you have to rely solely on the directness and tightness of your pattern. For a higher overhead target, you must be able to adjust your sight picture to give more forward allowance, and it is common for this target to be shot by the move mount shoot system developed and mastered by John Bidwell.
Look up. That's better. Now wait till you see the bird. Now. Okay. It's doing your timing a bit, but you want to have a bit more attack, Ken. Look back up a bit, are you, and bring your gun up with where you're looking a bit more, okay? That's fine. That's great. Okay, that's it. Now look well back for the bird. Pull. Here it comes now. Just a bit higher with your barrels. I feel you're still waiting. That's good. That's it. Pull. Front edge. Just over the top. But you've got to feel, as you're moving, because you're a bit higher the barrel, you're doing that as it hits into your shoulder, not up there quick. Feel you're going out with the bird.
Okay.
Okay. That should be all right. Okay, nicely up. Look back further than your barrels. Pull. Front edge. Okay. One more then. Pull. Front edge. Lovely shooting. Okay then.
The rabbit is one of the most common and popular targets, which may look a little strange to begin with. It is sometimes seen as a crosser and, at other times, as a quartering target.
Your barrels were left well below it, Mike. Yeah. And as you just come up onto it, you shot well above it. Oh. Yeah, you're going well above it. You're feeling the birds going away from you, and your last bit of movement is too high. I just want you to shoot just to the right and shoot its foot. Shoot its feet. Well, shoot its feet. Yeah.
A rabbit is shot by a similar pattern to the crosser, with the gun needing to be in front as well as underneath the target.
You're just letting the bird get past your barrels too much. Let it come up into your barrels. That's better. Oh. Now at it. Over the top. Just at it. That's better. You're taking the whip out of your gun. And again. So don't let it beat your gun. Oh. Just at it. To the right. Straight at it. All right. Because I don't know your style, because it's the first time I've had you. Right. So you go at it how you think you're going to hit it. And the foot position will be the same again as like on that incomer, because the kill position's roughly the same. Oh. Just over the top. You do lean in a bit, and with that leg out there, you're not getting so much control. You do want to bring that leg under. That's better. That's better. And just slightly lean over that leg, because leaning into a bird like that, the bird's going up, you're dropping your body down, and it wants to be a slight arm movement up with that bird. That's it. So just gently over that leg. That's nice. Oh. That's it. That's a lot better for your body there, and you can lean just a bit with just a slightly bent knee, but only a bit.
The key to success with the rabbit target is your line of fire, with the barrel lying underneath the flight line of the target. This will ensure that you fire from the correct position. Most rabbit targets are missed by shooting over the top.
That's it, that's better. Well, then no, just steady. Don't whip at it, steady. That's it, you've got to be steady because you thought you had to attack it. Now, and another pair, but it's not going anywhere. That just gives you a bit of movement, but do it just steadier. Well, steady, just steady. That's it, okay. Oh. Okay, you first one use one over the top, the other one use to the right. And again. Oh.
Simultaneous pairs, that is, a pair of targets released together, need a good solid technique, backed up with plenty of practice.
No, cool. Go on then.
Oh! Okay then, David, back up onto that weight position again for us. Up into your shoulder, just slightly off.
With a quartering going away pair, you must shoot the first of the pair quickly, leaving you more time for the second shot.
Over the top. Get your timing just better. Just as it's coming onto your barrel, you want to pull that trigger within an instant. You was above that. Okay then. Weight position, not so far off with your head. That's it. Straight at it. Straight at it. No, just a bit. That's better. Now, and again then. Same again. Get it right. The timing's got to be critical. And again then, David. See if you can do that again. Nice and steady. Up into the weight position.
Pull.
Go. Well, look. All knows you're gone. We'll go off. Okay, David. Yeah, that's just unlucky. Your timing was just out on that bird there. You see it there, you're really going down with the gun. You hardly got to do anything with it. When you see it, you're going to shoot just the front edge of it.
Okay.
So an overhead pair will always have one of the targets slightly on an angle. To shoot the pair successfully, take the angled bird first.
Look well up, look well up.
False sense of security again.
Boom.
Just losing some of the smoothness. Last pair. Relaxation again. Yes, it is, Liam. Oh. So we seem to be breaking them later.
Oh.
If the pair is a crosser, try to ensure as little body movement as possible between each target.
But it's nice that you're working to a given lead now.
Yeah.
Well, just over the top. Yeah, the bird has changed slightly since you've been watching it. And again then, but the lead's right. Well, good. And again. Nicely shot. Okay. The thing is, Mike, just have one more pair for us. Now then, you just got to watch where your feet are a little bit. The bird's going round here more. You watch you don't lose your balance too much. That left foot could come round a bit. So when you lean, if you happen to come round, you've got that leg that you're shooting over. Okay. Oh. No bird. And again, repeat the bird. Pull. Same again. Yeah.
Okay, and keep talking to yourself.
The driven pair is completely opposite to this, as you need to shoot the straight target first, with the body moving naturally to the angled bird. Remember also that left and right-handed shooters will have a favoured side for the angle bird, left side for right-handed shooters, and vice versa.
Just another pair, Liam. Just another pair, Phil. Pull. Yes! Now can I have a touch of jubilation? It's well shot, Liam. Cured the three. Very well shot. Cured the three. There we go. Much better.
Pull!
Competition. I suppose in many ways it is the be-all and end-all way of assessing the numbers of targets we actually break in relation to the number of shots that we've done. But is it the be-all and end-all of shooting, Phil?
Well, I think, I could first of all say yes, but very quickly after that I could say no. There really is, the parameters is both a yes and no situation, because yes, top shooters, at the end of the day, the top competition is what they want to win.
Yeah.
But for your club shooters, they all have their own personal goals, and it's there are two sides to a goal. There's an outcome goal, which basically is saying I want to win this.
Yeah.
Okay, which sometimes can be very unstable for a person, because if they don't reach their average or they don't reach their score, they can become very disappointed very quickly.
I mean, out of all shooters, really, how many people are really hacking away for competition, and how many are like me that just sort of bangers at the end of the day, like the noise of a gun?
Probably 70% are probably like you, Liam.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've just done a recent survey with Clay Shooting magazine, and it's really is showing that when they go through practice or fun, enjoyment or small competitions, 70-80% of them are just small competitions.
Yes.
The real top international shots, it's a very small percentage, as obviously Carl will tell you.
Pull!
With the competition work, we do have to get really motivated a few days before going to big events, and it's hard work. We do try to enjoy it, but while you're in the middle of these shoots, you've got to really work at it. I do, feel envious for some of these people that just come out and just want to shoot targets, because they can just fully enjoy it.
They haven't got the pressure that you're putting on yourself. I mean, you're one of the gentler characters of shooting in many ways. You're such a good ambassador at the game. But when you're out there and you're in competition, is Carl Bloxham a different animal at that point in time?
No, not really. I try to keep the same sort of basic appearance and person.
Yeah.
I do get a little bit more wound up, but it isn't really seen. It's not really, come out on me. But, we do have to work at it. And, it starts a couple of 3 days before the competition. You're obviously thinking about it. But when it's a 4-day competition, when you've done 3 days really well, you just don't want to spoil it on that last day.
Right.
So if you want a good night out, and then you still go for a night out, you don't go to bed early or anything like that, but you just don't overdo it.
Do you take it seriously inside? I mean, you were talking about prepping up for the competition. Are you thinking about the competition, or are you thinking about winning?
Winning, you do think about the winning side of it all, yes.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to win on a good competition. You know, you can win on bad shoots and you think, well, all right, I won, but the birds weren't that good. But when you win on a real good shoot, that is when you yes.
Yeah, I mean,
really
Phil, winning, right? First place. Second place, winner or loser?
Depends what people have set their stall out to be.
Yeah.
It depends again the kind of competition. When Carla really is, is talking of a top international competition, and I think to get even in the top 10 of the top competition for somebody would be a great aim. But at the end of the day, I think if you're of a level standard, you want to be at number one on that podium.
Pull.
So through the science approach, through the mental approach to shooting, are you advocating you set a target, yes, you go for it, but shouldn't that target always therefore have that edge of competitiveness where in fact you're going to be number one and that is the target? Or are you really saying hang loose, set yourself a target and go into those targets?
You have a target, yes, which is going to be an outcome, be it to beat your average of the year before, to win a certain competition, but a lot of things can affect that. So it's very important there are parts of your performance that you must improve. Now, if you improve those, then yes, you can go on to your goals. You can actually get towards your goal. It's nice to say, I want to be world champion, but you need to split it down to say, well, what do I need to do to be a world champion? Do I need to work on my concentration, even my fitness, my diet, at whichever level you are? Do I need to work on my technique? You look at sporting, do I need to improve on my crosses, my going away, my tears? Because every single shooter will have a target that's probably their least favourite.
So the principle is one rung of the ladder at a time.
Exactly.
Right, what about you then, Carl? I mean, 3 days before a competition you said, I'm getting ready for the competition. What are you doing? Praying to Mecca? Eating muesli? What are you on about?
Going out and shooting some targets you probably feel less confident in.
So you work on the messier targets.
That's right, yes.
Rather than tighten up on...
But you don't want to work on too many of them, because if you are missing them a little bit, you'll probably only meet up with 3 or 4 of those targets on that day, and you'll have a lot of misses under your belt. So you want to do a little bit of practice on the targets to get it right, but do a lot of shooting where you're doing a lot of hitting to keep your confidence up.
That's interesting, because I think the temptation is always to work on the targets that we're most successful at. At the end of the day, we want them to disappear out the sky, don't we?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Right, so you actually say, do keep with those, keep topping up, keep working on the good points, and don't thrash yourself to death.
No, that's right.
On the things that you're so good at, yeah?
I agree with that.
Always finish the old practice on a good bird, so you walk off with some good kills under your belt, or do you walk away? Do you give yourself the most difficult one before, at the end of your practice?
You want to be kidding. Yeah, you want to be kidding. That's the thing.
Yeah, you always want to finish as well and say, well, you've hit a run of them and say, enough's enough, I've shot well today.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, I'll have a few more, Yeah. But, sometimes you have what you've got, think, I'm happy with that, and then walk away. That's one of the key things with a lot of shooters. They always think they need to keep shooting. But when you come to the happy medium where, it's a couple of days before the competition, shoot a few targets, go through the ones, as Carl said. But at the end of the day, you don't want to keep banging until you miss one and then say, why did I miss that, and try and get it better again.
Right.
You may as well just keep going. It's fine. There's no problems there.
Mark. Mark.
Okay, and what about the youngsters at the game? Yeah, what's the youngest age? What's the youngest shooters that you've got coming through on these courses?
Well, 12, 13-year-olds are the
And do
4
you
at the moment.
encourage them to compete?
Very much so.
But you've got to watch the size to age, because the age doesn't make much difference. It's the size they are to the age to handle the gun and handle a little bit of
David's 3
recoil.
foot further away from the targets than you are.
That's right, That's it, But they need to be of a size they can handle the gun, and just a little bit of recoil that goes with it, if they can handle that. So you've got to watch what age they are. It's mainly the size they are.
But
can you get a bit complacent when you're shooting against a 12-year-old then?
Oh no, don't get
complacent.
complacent
On this shoot today?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't get complacent with anything. Age doesn't mean you can get some real good shots at young ages.
So, Carl, what do you think are the most important areas for any sporting shooter?
A good gun pit, good preparation and looking for the targets, seeing what they're doing. Good gun position is very important, and how you look back for the target, where your gun is in a fixed position.
What sort of things do you think should be people's aims for their shooting?
Well, everybody's got different aims. Some people want to be the best, like George Digweed, for instance, which is one of the best. The thing is, some people just want to crack an 80 or 70. Everybody's a little bit different.
If people are looking for that probably to be their aims, in what sort of areas should people try and improve?
Right, okay, just take a break there.
They need to get certain targets under the belt. There's a lot of people can't hit tee or driven, so they need to come somewhere to be put right on certain areas of their own shooting.
Well done. Okay, you're following the target really well.
You know, would you say everybody should try and say, I'll shoot like Carl Bloxham or I'll shoot like George Digweed, or probably stick to one that's got a similar style?
Yeah, stick to one that's got a similar style. We've all got a little bit different styles. If you walk around a British, you don't go and follow a Barry Simpson if you shoot like a Mickey Rouse.
True, yeah.
So you follow the person round that shoots similar to your own style.
How much do you think coaching plays a part for shooters?
Oh, it plays a great part. Yes, because if you start missing targets that you should be hitting, there's something going wrong. And it's not within your own ability, it's how you're adapting to shoot the target.
Right, and you know, how about yourself being a top international shot? How much does coaching play a part for you still?
Oh yes, a great part. I've learned a few things over the last 2 years. I go to people to be put right myself.
Right.
And I'm lucky, I'm shooting with them people every day of the week.
Pass the middle, back to trap, and pull. Pull!
So Carl, what are some of your pet dislikes about some shooters? Not so much individuals, but just shooters on a whole, some of the things that annoy you.
Yeah, I think they moan about the targets on the grounds too much. If they never put on targets themselves or put a shoot on, they don't know what work goes into putting on a good shoot.
Right.
And they're very easily to start moaning that it's not a very good shoot, not very good targets, but you know, not everything runs smooth on grounds.
That's right. Are there any, you know, what sort of advice would you give shooters? What things should they probably try and understand a little bit more about their sport?
Well, the hard work that it is to put a shoot on shooting grounds. What area you got, what field you got to work with, what, you know, you can't shoot here, there's footpaths. They think when they go on the field they can shoot any direction they like, and why didn't they use that bit of the land? Well, they can't.
Right.
So it's not all that easy.
You must wait for the target. Okay, you've got to say to yourself, wait and see it out. Then you can move with it, okay? Pull. Wait. Much better. See the difference?
Obviously, I suppose with your international really experience that you've had, you've obviously shot with all these guys and you see all the different styles. I mean, that's obviously what makes your kind of coaching so accessible to so many different people, is you can bring that experience in.
Yes, that's right. And, you know, I try to be everybody. I can shoot every style, so I try and help them in every area of their shooting.
Right, and I mean, that's obviously why you advocate that using a skeet range as well is a very good starting point for a lot of sporting shooters.
That's right, but don't shoot it like skeet shooters do. No. Shoot it just like it's going to be on a sporting field, because there is two different styles. Skeet shooters tend to come from the house and shoot the bird quickly. Sporting shooters tend to pick off the bird.
That's right. So I mean, you know, at least we know that, you know, a lot of sporting shooters can use a skeet range in that for sometimes just to get a, you know, continuation of a decent target.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Okay, good. Whoa. Good. And again. Remember, just keep the gun flowing, keep it mentally flowing. Whoa! Good. Just remember to stand up, right? Lean into it a little bit. That's fine. Whoa. Okay. Good, well done. Whoa! Good, excellent. Whoa! Good. Whoa! Excellent. Good, good, good. Whoa! Good. And again. Okay, remember, this is just exactly the same as stand 3, it's just reversed. That's a good rhythm you've got there. Just keep it mentally aware. That's good.
Pull.
Good. Okay. You read that one beautifully. Okay. Caught slightly in the weather. Again, you read it well.
Good.
Okay, that's good. That's much nicer then. Must have a break more often.
Any other little tips that you'd give, the up-and-coming sporting shooter?
Do a lot of groundwork. It's not easy for anybody out there to shoot targets. Just don't go there and think you're going to hit the bird because it looks easy. Look what it's doing for definite, not just think what it's doing.
Right, so at the end of the day, to get to any great standard, you've got to put the groundwork in, you've got to put the coaching in and get everything right.
We do all the time. We don't switch off at any time, but they think we do.
Oh, right.
But we don't.
Pull! Okay then, same again then. Nice weight position, look through your barrels for it to come. Pull! Bring you up with lovely shooting. Very good, got it. One more pair. Okay. And again then. Weight position. Pull! Come up through. Oh, definitely a better second cartridge. Okay. Well done, David. That's well shot.
English sporting shooting maintains its lead as the world's most popular shooting discipline, representing, as it does, the more natural lines of targets found on the game shoot or the rough shoot.
Follow its line. You've got to wait to see it out the track.
It is therefore an ideal discipline for those who choose to shoot game on traditional driven days or the one man and his dog walked up rough shooter.
Again.
For those of us who choose to emulate natural targets, it is an ideal clay discipline and can be practiced regardless of the weather. The difference here is that any moment now, we're going to leg it to the clubhouse for hot coffee, bacon rolls, and a chinwag and waffle session about how many we broke when no one was looking.
Quick on that.